Hello and welcome to another episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. Now, we are well on our way to the end of the head games currently, and we have quite a way to go. But I've been busy since the last episode, farming as many heads as I can. So I'm gonna go through what I've built to help me get as many heads as possible. Right in front of me, I have a bee breeder. Now, not only do we need to get bee heads in its regular state like this, we also need to get bees, well, we need to kill bees when they have pollinated a flower to get a separate kind of head. Also when they're angry, and also when they're angry and pollinated. So I've needed to breed a lot of bees to get this working, but I have got all 4 of the bee heads now. The way that this works is there's a chamber here with no flowers in it, where these bees from these 2 beehives are trapped. And I've got a half block gap here, which might be a bit hard to tell exactly where it is because I'm using Optifine and I'm using the connected glass textures. But there's a half slab, well, a slab high gap here that only baby bees can fly through. And if I were to breed more bees, they're attracted to the flowers that are on this side here. And basically the babies, I spawn them here, they fly through the gap, and then they feed on these flowers and go into these beehives here. So if I have enough spare flowers, which I should do, I can show you very quickly how this works. So obviously they're gonna follow me when I'm holding the flowers. Now you can see some of them on this side are starting to come out now, but they are adults now because they've been in there a while. And this baby bee, all being well, it normally takes them a while, but eventually it will climb its way up here and through this gap. Right, I am completely confused by what that bee just did. It flew into the gap and then away from the gap. Is it making its way there? Is it doing it? Oh, come on, you can do it. You can make it. You can make it. Okay, it can't make it, but it's meant to fly from the gap. And when they are adults, I've been kind of releasing them like this, luring them out with some flowers, and not killing them. I've been petting them. I've been taking good care of them. Yeah, I've caused a lot of death on this server. In fact, the tab menu currently shows us how many mobs we've killed, and I'm surprised everyone has killed more than me. But that's okay. And then over here, we have a sheep breeder, which has every kind of sheep in it because rather than just needing 1 sheep head, we need every individual colour of sheep head, which has been a struggle to try and obtain. Now, sometimes Minecraft gets a bit silly and some of the sheep can get through the fences over to the other side, which is why we have a red sheep here. But, you know, for the most part, this is working as intended. I don't have any wheat on me, but I've basically been going down here, breeding a few baby sheep, and then killing some of the adults, in the hopes of getting a sheep head from all of the adults. The ones that I put these trapdoors in front of are the ones I've got the heads for, and the ones that don't are the ones I still need to get the heads for. So I still have quite a while to go with the sheep, but I am more than halfway through. And then, if we come around the corner, well, first of all you'll see this army of cats that I have here. I'm not planning anything nefarious with them, I promise. Instead, over here, I am breeding certain breeds of cat. These are the ones that I still need to get the head for. On this one, I'm actually trying to breed to get a clone or a baby of this black cat, but it keeps making more ginger cats when I breed it with one of the ginger cats. We might get lucky, so I've been breeding, or I've been collecting cod so that I can breed these cats more. If we're lucky, which we're not, it's just going to give us another ginger cat. Now, I mean, I've tried giving them the fish in either order, and I've been trying to, like, make one of them stand up and breed with the other one in different orders, and it just seems like it's always giving me ginger cats, so I'm just getting very unlucky there. I got one of each type of cat that I still needed, and these ones were fine. This gave me the correct colour baby after the first go, and so did this one. But this black cat just doesn't want to make kids. And then when I'm done with all these sheep, eventually I'm going to pull one of each of them into this little machine here, which for some reason the minecat has stopped, but this is going to be a wool farm, so eventually I should be able to get basically infinite wool from this machine here. And that's basically what I've been doing off camera since the last episode. We also seem to have a commission board now. I'm just going to read over what these tasks are. Need a melon farm for 16 diamonds. A chest of sugarcane for 8 diamonds. Seems a bit expensive, seeing how fast my sugarcane works, i.e. not at all. Need an obelisk in the shopping district for the communal purpose of beacons in the shopping district. That doesn't say what the price of that is, or what he means by obelisk, but sure. And for server, decorate the nether tunnel for a pair of diamond soul speed 3 boots. Now, I think the nether tunnel is actually quite long, so I feel as if I'm not really kitted out or qualified to do any of these tasks right now, but I guess I could come back here if I needed anything done myself. Somehow, in the panic of the midst of that thunderstorm, I somehow failed to actually record the part where I threw my trident at some red mushrooms and turned them into brown ones, but I promise you, the first one I killed, I finally got myself a brown mushroom head, so I can proudly add that to my collection. I'm very glad I got that, but unfortunately, for whatever reason in the midst of that thunderstorm, no mobs were really spawning, so I didn't even find a creeper in time before the thunderstorm had ran out. So, regrettably, I don't yet have, I think it's a skeleton. Yeah, so it's a skeleton and I think that's it. No, it's a skeleton and a regular creeper. So, yeah, I need still 10 points down because each of these is worth 5 points. The ones that are killed by a charge creeper. Which is not ideal, but hopefully before the headhunt is out, we will have another chance at getting a charge creeper. Right, I have not been on the server for a few days now because I've been busy doing other stuff, and unfortunately it's actually the deadline for the headhunt today. So I haven't had enough time to get all of the heads that I'd wanted, but I think I have a fair few. If I've done my maths right, I should get, I think, 108 points, unless I misread my spreadsheet. But we've got, this number of sheep heads, 1 of the mushroom heads, only a couple heads from the charge creeper, which is a shame because we didn't see many thunderstorms, so it's quite hard to get those heads. We got quite a lot of cats, a lot of the llamas. We're missing a couple of the trader llama heads. I think all of the horses, a lot of the rabbits, all of the bees, and just a big collection of a lot of the other heads that you could get, including all of the parrots and a lot of the passive mobs that exist on Minecraft. There are a few that, I wish we had got because I spent quite a lot of time trying to look for them, but I'm quite happy with the haul that we had. Now, I'm going to have to find out a way to transport all of these to the Colosseum, so I'm just going to kind of... yeah, this is going to take a while. I'm going to need to make a couple trips, but it shouldn't take too long to get them all over. Now, I would use my ender chest, but it's packed with rubbish like this. So, that's okay. I'm going to give myself one last chance to get the red mushroom head, and if we don't get it, it's not a problem. Now, there should normally be quite a few around here. But I suspect people have killed them off in a search for heads at the end of the games, so I'm actually going to not fight too many of them because I don't want to completely deplete the island of red mushrooms. So we're just going to continue to the Colosseum. And here we are. I'm not entirely sure where I meant to put all my stuff, but I guess it's going to be in these chests here. Awesome. Here I am. It feels so weird because we're not ever going to be able to get these heads back, but I hope we've got enough that we do pretty well in this challenge. Right, I'm about to give in the last set of heads that I have. It feels so sad to let them go, but the entire reason for us collecting them was for this competition, so bye friends! Ooh, I think it's there we go. Ah, that's our submission done for the head games. Now, I really hope that we've done well enough. I know that we've got over the 100 point barrier, which apparently we get prizes if we got over, I think it was over 50 and then over 100. So at least we've got that to look forward to. And we're actually gonna end this episode here because after recording this bit, I wasn't on the server for like a month, and I think it would be really weird if I did this episode half in January and then the second half in March. So we're gonna cut it here, and I'll see you next time in the next episode, which will be recorded actually in March.